All right. It's time to look at the skills of the 2As. Okay, so Lala, the fire support, let's see. Attacks the enemy to remove one beneficial effect granted on the target with a 75% chance and recovers the HP of the ally with the lowest HP ratio by 15%. So they added a strip, a 1 buff strip on skill 1. Skill 2, heal, removes all harmful effects on the target ally, recovers both of your HPs. It's the same, it just includes the skill up now. And skill 3, removes all harmful effects granted on the ally. Attack skill is randomly activated in proportion to the number of harmful effects removed up to 5 times. Wait. So you cleanse a unit, and then for each harmful effect you cleanse, you skill 1, which can remove a beneficial effect, and you can HP block. That's kind of cool. So you can heal 15, 30, 45, 60, 75% of HP. That's nuts. That's actually pretty cool. That's a really cool kit. I like that a lot, actually. The water one, Lulu, as we knew already, we saw from the developer notice, the changes to the skill 2, I believe, gives you 1 turn immunity. Skill 2 now. And then the skill 3 is the same. Actually, I think everything's just the same. I think it should be the same. But the skill 2 gives you 1 turn immunity now, which is kind of nice. You have double immunity skills in there. All right, Wind. Wind is Chi-Chi. The Chi-Chi gets the same skill 1 as... I find it weird the skill 1s are all named this, so I guess it makes sense. But it's not the beneficial effect blocking one. So it seems that the fire one and the dark one have unique skill 1s. So Chi-Chi gets a change to skill 3. Attacks the enemy target, recovers the HP of all allies by 50% of the damage dealt. And then absorbs target's attack bar by 25% chance to increase the attack bar of allies. So Chi-Chi now gives AoE attack bar. Cool. 99 base speed's kind of rough though, but interesting. All right, the light one, Shushu. Shushu's change is to skill 3. Recovers the HP of all allies by 25% each. Recovers the ally with the lowest HP by 50% one more time, so 75% heal. Grants immunity on all allies with full HP for 2 turns. That is the... So it's similar, but they buffed the amount of healing. So the lowest HP unit gets 50% instead of 20%. Before it used to be a 20% bonus, now it's a 50% bonus. That's pretty good. That's a big heal. That's a really big heal. And then the dark one, Cha-Cha. So Cha-Cha skill 1. Attacks the enemy target, recovers the HP of the ally with the lowest HP ratio by 15%, and creates a shield proportional to the damage dealt for 2 turns. And then the skill 3. Attacks an enemy to inflict damage, steals all beneficial effects on the enemy, and transfers harmful effects granted to yourself. In addition, you and the target's attack power, excluding the boss, will be switched while the skill is on cooldown if the target's attack power is higher than yours. So this is basically a bomb transfer skill. Before it didn't strip and it didn't have the transfer. So that sounds like a bomb transfer skill. That sounds like you use it on a unit that has... You have bombs on yourself, you use it on a unit that has higher attack, you steal their attack, and then you throw the bomb onto them. So if you like get like Gianna bombed or like Jojo bombed or something, you throw Cha-Cha skill 3 onto a high damage dealer and you got a really high damage bomb. That's kind of interesting. I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out. All right, Grim Reapers, which look absolutely insane, by the way. They look so cool. So skill 1's going to be the same. Extra turn if you die. Deadly Swing, I believe, is also the same. Oh, no, they added a dot to Deadly Swing. So Deadly Swing inflicts a dot now and is the same as before with the rest of it. Skill 3, Living Hell, now becomes a passive instead of a skill. Increases the amount of damage all allies and enemies receive from continuous damage by 2 times. So dots deal 10% now. Disturbs the HP recovery for 2 turns with a 50% chance and inflicts continuous damage if you attack an enemy on your turn. That is really cool. Holy, that is really cool. Sath has a sick kit now. He deals dots and doubles dot damage. So Sath passive could make Tatu teams even stronger, right? Because now you only need one person to land dots. You do double damage. That's crazy. That's crazy. Interesting. It's very interesting. I think that's pretty unique. Let's take a look at Hemos. So Hemos skill 1. They added a dot to the skill 1. Chance to land dots. Skill 2 has the harmful effect rate built in, so it's the same. Skill 3 attacks the enemy target to remove all beneficial effects, decreases target speed, and freezing chills for 3 turns. So 3 turn speed break and 1 turn freeze. So they basically added a strip to Hemos skill 3. I don't think that's that relevant. It's cool, but I don't think it's that relevant overall. Base speed makes a significant factor difference here. All right, Hiva. Let's take a look at Hiva. So Hiva is the same thing, but applies if an additional turn if the enemy dies and resets a cooldown of death penalty. So skill 3. So you get a reset on skill 1 now. Skill 2, same thing, death penalty. Let's see. Attacks the enemy target 3 times with the Wind of Heavens and absorbs the attack by 30% each. The less HP the target enemy currently has, the larger the damage becomes, and the cooldown time is removed if the enemy dies. That's kind of cool. Single target control with high damage. It's kind of cool. Multiple hits too. I do like the absorb. I do like the absorb attack bar. Absorbing is a lot stronger than just like denying. All right, let's look at Prom. Prom's the one everyone's been looking into. Okay, so skill 1 ignores all effects that resist death. So Prom could be used against Miho. Prom could be used against Garo. Skill 2 now has... Oh. So they changed the skill 2 to have from crit guarantee below 30% to stuns below 30% and decreases attack bar by 30%, which is pretty cool. Judgment gets, let's see, brings an inevitable judgment upon all enemies, stunning them and decreasing their defense for 1 turn. The inflicted damage is proportionate to the enemy's max HP. So that's actually the same. They just changed the skill 2. I actually like the skill 2 change on Prom. I think that's a good Miho Garo killer. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So this theoretically goes through what's her name, Triana as well, right? Prom actually sounds pretty cool. Low base speed is my biggest gripe with all the Grim Reapers, but overall they seem fairly promising to me. All right, Thrain. Skill 1 stays the same. Skill 2, we saw this one already, gains an extra turn after using it. And then skill 3 recovers attack bar based on stuns on units that have continuous damage. That's exciting. I'm actually really excited for those. Overall, between the units, I think the ones that I'm most excited on using, I'm excited to use... I want to say I'm excited to use Shushu. I think Shushu will be really fun. I'm not sure if Shushu will be really today, but I'm definitely excited to give Shushu a try. Or sorry, Chi-Chi, not Shushu. Shushu's the light one. I'm excited to use Chi-Chi. Maybe at Lulu, maybe. I'm interested to see what the skill ups give. I'm not like 100% sold on building any specific unit until I see what their skill ups give them. But the ones from skill base, I'm interested in Lulu. I'm interested in Chi-Chi. And I'm a little bit interested in Shushu as well. I don't think I'm that interested in using Cha-Cha because Cha-Cha I feel like is too niche. And then for the Grim Reapers, I'm fairly interested in using Sath because I like the idea of this passive, regardless if I use it for PvP or PvE. I'm interested in using Hiva. I think this skill 3 is going to be really fun to use. Prom, I'm 100% sold on Prom and Thrain. Thrain I'm going to use most likely with Sath. I think it's to be strong in PvE. And then Prom I'll be using in Guild Wars a lot. I'm fairly sold on those guys. I'm fairly sold on those. I'm interested to see if people break records with things like Sath. I guess Sath Rika or like Sath Finn with the Tatu teams are very possible. My biggest fear for using the Grim Reapers in PvP like RTA content is how slow they are. 91 base speed is really, really detrimental, but they are really strong turn 2 units, so they do have a lot of potential to really shake things up. I'm also curious of what their base HP and defense are. All of these units are attack type. all these units are support type. So support type stats are usually fairly good. Attack type stats are a little bit weird because they can be really good for some characters and really bad for others. I'm worried about them being like really bad for the support units and really good for the damage dealers. So like I think Prom and Hiva will hopefully have good ones, but I'm afraid that Sath and Thrain will have really bad base stats considering they're mainly support damage dealers. Outside of that, I guess for the video content purpose, let me know in the comments what you would like to build. If there's anything you think I missed or combinations that you think would be really cool, I'd love to try it out. I'm probably going to build like 4 of these in the first 2 weeks. Go pretty ham in 2 ways. I'm not sure which one I want to build first, but I'd like to see. Like Uga says, as always, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 5K before the end of 2020. You can click the notification bell up there if you'd like to be notified whenever I put out another informational video. This update is dropping tonight. So yeah, tonight. It drops at 10:45 PST, I believe. So it's in 3 hours, about 3 hours. Yeah, this is a bonkers.